What is going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy AC from AC Eagles Talk. Man, Coach, it's been a long time, man. Welcome to the stream, my God, Coach Dante. Long time no see. How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Long time no see. Been doing a lot of work for the network, my network part. So when you being a part of the head of the board and on the executive and stuff, it's still a lot of work to do. So I've been doing a lot of work and stuff, man. So, but I'm able to keep up on a lot of stuff. So again, man, happy this to collab back with you again. Let's talk Eagle football, man. Let's talk some football.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, look, I want to give you an opportunity, man. Hey, to let them know a little bit about your network, what type of work you're doing over there, what kind of sports you're covering, and stuff like that. Before we move on to the Philadelphia Eagles, because we got all nights for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. So this
And stuff like that
hold
before we
on.
move
I'm
on
I'm,
to the
I'm in the
Philadelphia Eagles
stream
because
right
we
now.
got all nights for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. So what the network is about, the network is about helping people grow their channels and stuff like that. We do all kind of sports and stuff like that, like baseball, NFL, NBA. We do live play-by-plays. It's basically double exposure. You get the stream off the network channel, Facebook, YouTube, the Spotlight Sports Network, and all of that. It's basically double exposure. We help content creators get their channel up, also get the network channel up there and stuff. It's very fun. Sometimes we have a lot of shows like NBA podcasts, NFL podcasts. We talk NBA, NFL. We got a fadeaway podcast, which all NBA. And then we have baseball podcasts. So we have a lot of podcasts and stuff, but basically it's double exposure. That's why it's called Spotlight Sports Network. You get a chance to be a part of that spotlight. And ever since I've been a part of that, I've been a part of it by 4 months, by 4 or 5 months, and I'm already executive. I was recruited by the man, Coach Spotlight. So hey, man, it's a wonderful opportunity. Anybody consider joining? Just hit me up on my Twitter DMs and stuff like that. But we do help everybody, any and everybody grow. It's double exposure.
Okay, all right. Look, hey, I like it, man. Hey, I
Yeah.
love it, and you're doing some good things over there, man. So,
Yep.
hey, what's going on, everybody that's in the chat? Gustavo, Jay Rose, can we talk about Brandon Brooks retiring? Is he retiring? I mean, when that news come out, I have not been on top of this right here. So if it is breaking news to me, I would try to look it up. Let me see here real quick. Roster moves. Roster move. You go ahead, have signed the following players. Yeah, I don't know anything about him retiring if he is. I haven't seen any breaking news about it on the Philadelphia Eagles website on Twitter. But if y'all do have anything about it, please just let me know. If Brandon Brooks does retire, look, hey, I feel like that we had enough talent. We had enough depth at the right guard because he's been missing since what, week 2, I believe,
Week two, week
with
two.
the
Yeah.
strained pack. So it seemed like the past 3 years that Brandon Brooks has always missed significant time. So if he does require retire, hey, kudos to him. If not, either way, I feel like that the Philadelphia Eagles could trade him away. I mean, because he can't stay healthy. If you can't stay on the field, then why are we paying you that much money? And you constantly at home with your feet up. You know what I mean? Relaxing. So,
Yep.
but yeah, man. So hey, look, man, if y'all didn't know, man, today I officially became monetized, man. My channel is monetized. Thank you very much for all your support, man. For everybody's support out there, man, for the past 8 months, man. I really appreciate y'all. This channel would not work without y'all. So give yourself a hand clap. I'm gonna tap myself on the back, you know what I mean? Because being monetized, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Is one step closer to be able to grow a bigger channel for the Eagles community. But
Yep.
all right, so now the playoffs is here, man. The playoffs here. It came and left so fast, man. I didn't realize we was playing. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's how fast we went out. And the same way we came in, fast in a hurry, hey, we went out. But look, I do want to talk about something though. I want to talk about Jalen Hurts first because I really feel like that us Philadelphia Eagles fans and haters out there, we were waiting. We were waiting to see, oh my God, can Jalen Hurts come into the playoffs and and beat Tom Brady or shock the world with this, where his play in the playoffs determine if he's our franchise quarterback or not. But this past wild card weekend, man, these stats don't lie. And you had Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts, Derek Carr, Mac Jones. All of them took the L. All of them took the L. They all have one thing in common. They all threw interceptions. Somebody even played worse than Jalen Hurts, Mac Jones. To me, hey, I feel like that Jalen Hurts is getting unfair criticism. So, how do you feel about his performance this past weekend? And does the criticism fair to him? Being his first full year as a starter, and he did drug us to the playoffs.
I mean, I don't think the criticism is fair, but again, like what everybody is saying, I mean, I don't think I really I don't think it's fair, but he do get blamed, get most of the blame from me because again, you're the starting quarterback, you're the leader of this team, and we didn't have a single point going into the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense, to me, I thought the defense did all they could. They gave up pretty much one drive. The defense gave up pretty much one legit drive. That was the drive at the start of the game. If you look at how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers scored every time, they averaged the ball at the 40-yard line, 35-yard line every single time. The Jalen Rager muff punt just took when it was down 17-0. That took that was it. That was after that. That was no coming back from that. I thought the defense did it all they could, but the offense was just so terrible. And you got to start with the guy Jalen Hurts. Yes, I know probably bad scheming and bad play calling, but the plays were still there. You can see when he goes to Miles Sanders, you can see Devontae Smith coming wide open by himself. Nobody right there across the middle. You can definitely see that. You can see when Jamel Dean falls, Jalen Hurts throws it too late. He had to goes to the left and throws off his back foot, throws across his body, allowing the safety Edwards to get over there on time to catch an interception. Yep. The earlier play before that, you have Dallas Goedert streaking wide open on a post route. He doesn't hit him. You had Quez Watkins on a seam right up the middle. If you hit him, you throw it early, you got him. Jalen Hurts has to make those throws. He has to make those throws. If you're going to be an elite NFL quarterback in this league, you have to make those throws. But again, it was a lot wrong again. But like I said, the defense did all they could. I know everybody going to say, a lot of people saying this defense did bad. But again, yes, the only legit drive they really gave up, long drive they gave up was the first drive of the game. That was it. Everything else started by 35, 40-yard line. That's short field position. That's not easy. You can't give Tom Brady those opportunities. We were shut out. We didn't have no points. So basically, the defense is going to give up a lot. Is going to have to give something against Tom Brady. You think Tom Brady cannot figure it out? Is not going to figure out? He's going to. So, again, I thought the defense did all they could. The offense just bad. And, again, the running game. Tampa Bay came in with a legit game plan. We're not letting them run the football. We're going to make Jalen Hurts drop back. We're going to put a QB spy on him to make sure he don't break pocket contain, make him throw, and Jalen Hurts just cannot do that. So we can say we should have ran the ball more, but once we did that read option and Devin White stuffed it, and you had Whitehead coming on the side, stopping that read option with Miles Sanders. Yeah. Sirianni saw that, and he knew we weren't going to be able. He knew we weren't going to be able. It's going to be a tough time to run the ball against this team. And like I said again, man, it was just. I got to give credit to Tampa Bay. You can't run the ball against an 8 and a 9-man front because Tampa Bay is too good. You have too many good linebackers. You just cannot do it. And Nick Sirianni definitely saw that. And hey, you forced Jalen Hurts to do something that he's not good at right now, and that's good at passing the ball and throwing the ball. So again, I'm not going to put him in the same company as them quarterbacks, but he's got to make better decisions. He's got to make better decisions with the football. This definitely puts a blueprint out on him, but I still think he's done enough to get another year. This definitely going to put a blueprint out on him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you said everything I'm about to say, but also this. I feel like that Jalen Hurts, that Nick Sirianni, his game plan was so trash to me. Like the whole time I'm watching his offense. Yes, the defense gave up the first score. I already knew we was in for a long day. When Tom Brady took that first drive, went over 11 plays, about 4.5 something minutes off the clock. The defense was going to be in for a long, long, long day because their plan was to try to get to Tom Brady with the front four. That was not going to happen. I'm
Yep.
sorry. So off the bat, the defense of game plan was trash. And then we got the ball on offense. When we got the ball on offense, I was like, what the hell is this, Nick? Spread this offense out. Why
Yep.
do we have from the left tackle to right tackle, everybody's right there. Like your tight ends are up close and personal. Everybody's so tight. You think Tampa Bay had 11 men up there because we had
Yep.
nobody outside on the no wide receivers. They had 11 man at the line of scrimmage. How the hell you gonna run through that? And
That's what I'm saying. You can't run through that, and everybody's playing one-on-one coverage. So that means Tampa Bay trusted their defensive safeties in their secondary to stay with these receivers. These receivers are no threat to them. But you still had open guys wide open, and you have to hit those throws. But again, how can you run a ball like you said against an 8-man and a 9-man run when you know they're expecting to run? They know they came out with a dominant game plan to make Jalen Hurts beat us with his arm. You saw it the first play when we did it, when we got the ball, when they scored. What was the first play? A read option to Miles Sanders. Devin White gets in there. He stuffs it. The second play, I don't know what the hell the second play was. It looked like Jalen Hurts was rolling. It looked like it was a design run, but he had an option to throw it. If you see something, that was just a waste of play. And then again, I mean, you had even safeties coming at the edge, even trying to go out the read option, which is it was never going to work. It was not working. It was not going to work on that day against Tampa Bay.
Oh yeah, I mean, look. The only way we was going to win this game if we could have run the ball.
Yep.
Run the ball, try to minimize Tom Brady from being on the field, just try to keep him on the sideline. But we could not run the ball. I already knew for a fact. I'm like, oh my God, please. Nick, please. See what if Nick Sirianni, to me, yes, this was his first year head coach. But trust me, he coached like a first-year head coach. I understand we got on this hot streak against bad teams. I mean, I've been saying it the whole year. Matter of fact, Jay Rose, Jalen is our guy. We in a rebuilding year. Rager is trash. It's just straight garbage. The line collapsed almost every play. Draft a slot wide receiver and develop Jalen, and he's going to come together. Look, I have to agree with him. Like me personally, if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I love what I saw from Jalen throughout this year. Because this team right here, I don't think any other quarterback with the mindset of that did not have the mindset of a Jalen Hurts would work in Philly, especially when we started at 2-5. But some way, somehow, he stayed even kill throughout the whole year. Hey, the rent is due, blah, blah, blah. Even Al got sick tired of the whole talking. I'm tired of rent is due. You about to get evicted. I was on that train too because every year it seemed like we was saying the exact same thing, but we wasn't seeing results. But then when we started winning games, one game after another, you could tell that the team was buying into Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts as the guy. I really love what I saw from Jalen Hurts. I'm not even gonna look. This playoff game was a perfect scenario for the Philadelphia Eagles. A young team, give them some playoff experience, beat that ass real good, so they could come back next year and have that bad taste in the mouth the way they ended the season and see if we could improve ourselves throughout the offseason. Yes, we have a lot of big names. The Kelsey, is he going to be here next year? The Fletcher Cox, is he going to be traded? I mean, it's a lot of things out there, but I believe if Howie does right by Jalen Hurts, I promise you, man, this guy, you could teach him how to be accurate. You could teach him how to develop an NFL arm, but you can't teach his tangibles, his speed, his escapability. You can't teach those things. I think that Jalen Hurts is a perfect quarterback, and I don't see any quarterback that's in the draft that could come here this offseason and play better than Jalen Hurts without putting the pieces around him.
Yep, definitely agree. But I don't see no other quarterback either in this draft. The only quarterback that is going to get a start, that's going to start in this draft is Kenny Pickett. It was Kenny Pickett. But again, I said all along, Jalen Hurts deserves one more year.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, like again, I don't know if he's the guy. I'm been on that road and said I don't know. I gotta see more. I gotta see another year,
Mm.
another year or two. So again, Jalen Hurts did a great job all year, but it definitely can be worked on. His arm strength, his arm talent definitely could be
Mhm.
worked on. So again, like I said, I'm gonna give him another year. I give him another year. If he does the same, then you got questions. But this game ought to teach him a lesson. Teach anybody a lesson. Hey, if you had this type of game, I got stuff to work on. I got that I need to work on. His field vision got to definitely get better at reading open receivers, reading open guys open, throwing guys open. He's definitely got a lot to work on. So again, I think he's still the I think he's earned enough for one more year, but I would not go back and say if I think he's the guy. I think it's gonna take a lot more, a little time. I gotta see by this third year. I gotta see by this third year. Every
Yeah.
player that come out of the draft at least 3 years. If they not develop at least 2 of those 3 years, then hey, you got to move on for them. But if you can see it, if they're developed their first 2 years are far in advance, then they definitely deserves that. They definitely deserves to be locked up. But Jalen Hurts, for me, I just don't know right now. But I will say he's done well enough to get to start next year, to be the guy next year.
Yeah. A Smith was like, Hurst still can't throw. A Carr, man, look, all right. So if Hurst can't throw, how come he threw for what, over 30 something touchdown at OU? How come he threw for all those touchdowns at Alabama? I mean, even this year, Carl, if you watch the Philadelphia Eagles play from week 1 to week 17, you saw a lot of drop passes from our young wide receiver core. You saw our wide receivers step out of bounds, come back in bounds, caught touchdowns. I mean, this is a young team. Um, I have disagree that he can't throw. He could throw the ball. He just gotta learn how to be more proficient in throwing the ball, more accurate. You could teach that. You could train that in the offseason. You could
That's just like,
constantly learn the playbook better too, because hey, if you know the playbook, you know exactly where your guys are going to be at. This is
yeah,
going to be his first year. If we do keep Jalen Hurts as our starting quarterback, this is going to be his first year in the past 5-6 years that he actually had the same offensive coordinator or the same coach for 5 years. What only for the second time. He always had to learn a new system. It's hard to be learning new systems every year as a quarterback, especially when you get into the NFL.
yep. I like I
What's
said
going on,
again.
James?
I mean, that's just like teaching someone to develop a jump shot, which is you can do it easy if you work at it. But again, he can do it. He can do it. He can very much. He can do it. He can throw. He can throw. He can throw. But it's just not all consistent. That's the problem. When you say Lamar Jackson cannot throw, he just can't do it consistently. He just cannot do it consistently as we all want him to do it. It definitely can be worked on. I mean, he got a lot of stuff to work on, of course. But you saying about a player that can't do it, can't do it. That's not an obstacle to say that he can't do it. I believe he can do it. It's just he need a lot of more work on it. He need a lot of more work on throwing and being accurate and being efficient. He still need a lot more work on, stop staring the guys down
Yeah.
and trusting his arm a little bit more.
Yeah, look, I agree, man. Look, hey, the same thing was being said about Lamar Jackson, right? He can't throw. He can't throw. And then he worked on it in the offseason. In the following year, this dude won the MVP, over 30 touchdowns through the air, rushed for 1,000 yards. I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts is going to get to that level. I'm not. But that's a perfect example how when you keep saying a guy can't throw, like Michael Vick, for instance, man. I don't know if y'all old enough to remember
Yep.
Michael Vick when he played with the Falcons. Exact same thing was saying about Michael Vick. He can't throw. He can't throw. The following game, he goes out and throw for 300-400 yards, no running because he wanted to prove people wrong. These quarterbacks could throw, but if you take what makes them successful, dynamic, if you take that away and keep them in the pocket, I mean, it's not going to work. He's not that type of quarterback that's just going to sit in a pocket and just throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. At times, he does need to run. Like, I mean, don't you think that we would give up way more sacks if we did not have a mobile quarterback in Jalen Hurts? We would. Like you can't take that away from him. He has to be him. Jalen Hurts had to be Jalen Hurts regardless. We all agree. We all agree he has to improve on his accuracy and his arm, NFL arm. But look, the same thing I brought up earlier. Dak Prescott. Yo, this dude, a lot of people was like, hey, he can't throw, he can't throw. I hear you. But guess what? This is Dak's sixth year. Yo, this is Dak sixth year in the league, and he only got one playoff win. Dak only could throw against bad teams, so we could argue that. Kyler Murray, last night he looked like a rookie. This is his third full year. You saw him play like trash. If you don't have time in the pocket, like your decision making is gonna, like it has to wrap it a little bit because your pocket is closing in on you. And Kyler Murray, you saw that stupid play he did in the end zone. He pulled it at Carson Wentz. He's about to go down. Instead of giving 2 points in the safety, this dude gave up 6 points. So, I mean, a Derek Carr, yes, this is his first time. But Mac Jones, Mac Jones had a horrible game. Nobody is calling to replace Mac Jones. You know why? Because Bill Belichick is not having that nonsense. Us Philly fans, we do need to sit back, relax, and realize that what we have in Jalen Hurts is going to be hard to find in another quarterback coming out the draft. Unless you could tell me, hey, we could get Aaron Rodgers to come to Philly. Or I don't even want Russell Wilson to come to Philly, honest truth, because I feel like that the things we're going to have to give up, the draft capital or what it's going to cost, and now you're going to take a $40 million cap hit because you're going to have to pay Russell Wilson a $40 million a year. How is that? Like, you can't build around Russell Wilson if you try and give up your draft capital and pay the man $40 million. Like, this quarterback, like Russell Wilson, he won the Super Bowl his first couple years because he had a team that they was like, hey, this is the key to this beautiful, beautiful Lamborghini. Just don't just don't crash it. That's it. A lot of these teams, like Dak Prescott, exact same thing. He had a team built around him already. A lot of these guys that had to learn how to throw over the years became more accurate. They already had their team established. We are a rebuilding team.
Yep. I mean, definitely. Like I said again, it's gonna take some time for Jalen Hurts, man, to get right. I say he doesn't really have much to work on. I wouldn't call him a dual threat quarterback yet. I will call him a quarterback that can play make, that can move in the pocket and play make some other time. But so far, I would not call him a dual threat quarterback because if you're gonna call someone a dual threat quarterback, that means he can also throw the ball as well. Jalen Hurts can throw the ball. It's just he's not accurate enough and he doesn't trust his arm. But that can get better if he works on it in the offseason. I'm not gonna say nothing cannot get better in nobody. Like that's almost saying, oh, this guy would never learn how to shoot. This guy will never learn how to throw. Jalen Hurts, I believe he can learn it. He just got to be learned on the trust his arm a little more. He just got to trust his arm a little more. And sometimes he has terrible footwork in the pocket sometimes. And like I believe he can do it. I believe he can do it if he works on it. But he's got a lot of improvements to go on.
All right. Hey, the digital print house was like traded second and a fourth for Derek Carr and had to compete. My question to you, Coach, what veteran quarterback would you go and get that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg? Jimmy G is going to be out there. I guess this is his last year in the 49ers. You have a Derek Carr. Technically, he's not a free agent. I don't believe so. But who would you go out there? And would you have Jalen Hurts sit behind him for a year? I mean, to me, I think that would make him take a step back. If he was a full-time starter this year, man, why bench a guy and then let him sit for another year to do what?
I say I'm not in part of that zone that I'm thinking about replacing Jalen Hurts because I would not replace him. I think he's done enough to earn another year. I think he's done enough to earn another year. he doesn't have a lot to work on.
Mhm.
But I mean, doing with the field vision, the arm, he has arm strength. He just doesn't have arm talent. The arm talent is just not there right now. But right now, I mean, I think Jalen Hurts is the guy for at least one more year, for at least one more year or two. He's got to better show something that he can some arm talent. He's got to better show that he can be more accurate. But right now, like I said, I still give Jalen Hurts another year. I think he's done enough dealing with this young team, dealing with an inconsistent defense, dealing with young receivers when your best receiver is Devontae Smith and everybody
Mhm.
else shows up when they, I guess, when they want to. I guess when they want to show up, Dallas got to do to him is being a little better, except dropping open passes sometime. Other than that, I think he's just gonna be fine. He just gotta have a good off season. He just gotta get with a quarterback's coach in the off season, or gets with someone that can work with him on his footwork, his field vision, and his accuracy.
Yeah, look, I have to agree with with Jay Rose here. Trade or rebuilding draft pick for watch of competition that divide the locker room. A great idea. Look, I'm not going to say that Hurts is our franchise quarterback just yet. Now, I believe if you thought that this was Jalen Hurts' first full season, I see a lot of quarterbacks take big strides from year 2 to year 3. All right, so let's give him the full off season and we'll see what happens. But as far as our running back, what would you do with our running back? What would you do with our running back situation? Yeah, we got Sanders, we got Gainwell, we got Boston Scott, we got Jordan Howard, we got Huntley, we got so many running backs that we can't even dress him up to play. Would you try to look to move Miles Sanders this offseason, even though this is not his contract season? He still got another year. Or would you just try to extend him or wait and see how he performed next year if you don't get rid of him?
I will be honest, man. Like I say again, I know they're gonna franchise Miles Sanders, but I have faith in Miles Sanders, man. I think Miles Sanders is a good running back. When you give him the ball, when you
Mhm.
give him the ball, I think he's a good run. I'll try to keep Miles Sanders, to be honest with you, no doubt. But if you don't keep him, or he's gonna find money somewhere else. He's a very good running back. I'm telling you, to have all those yards and not one touchdown, that's pretty. I don't blame that on Miles Sanders for not having a rushing touchdown. I can't blame that. But again, I think he's a very good back. I think we should will keep Miles Sanders, man. I actually like Miles Sanders, and if he goes somewhere else, I think a lot of teams will give him money. I think they would give him money, man. I really like Miles Sanders. Only thing they critical that he doesn't have a touchdown. Jalen Hurts has 10
Yes.
touchdowns. The Jalen Hurts has 10 touchdowns. He has 10 touchdowns, so that's most of his touchdowns right there. So again, I'll keep Miles Sanders, man. He's too good, man. If we don't pay him, a lot of teams gonna be out there on that market to pay him.
Heck yeah. Hey, I love that suggestion, digital. I'm with keeping Hurts. I love him actually. I just think he performed when he's challenged and his back is against the wall. Look, that's why we all saying, hey, just give him a full offseason again under the same system, with Nick Sirianni and see and build around him. Give him an Allen Robinson at wide receiver or something, build up that defense. Put him in a situation where all you gotta do is say, hey, Jalen, let's go out there and just don't mess this up for us because our defense will keep us in the game, and then we got the weapons around you. But I agree, and keeping Hurts 100%. But look, as far as Miles Sanders, I really feel like, man, the knock on Miles Sanders is he can't stay healthy.
Yep,
That's
that's
the
it.
only knock on Miles Sanders. He can't stay healthy because he's one of the best back in the league. I mean, his yard per carry is up there at top backs in the NFL history. Like this dude, every time he touches the ball, he's averaging over 4.3 a carry every time he touches the ball. He's a home run threat waiting to happen. So him not getting one touchdown this season is very, very heartbroken to me, man. I was like, man, to run that hard, to have almost 800 yards. And he missed how many games he missed? Like 2, 3 games. So this dude could have been over 1,000 yards easily if he had stayed healthy. That's the biggest knock on Miles Sanders. He can't stay healthy. So but besides that, yo, coach, I mean, I would not give up on Miles Sanders, man.
That's
Yo,
what I'm
he's a
saying.
franchise running back to
Yep.
me.
I would not give up on him either, man. Like again, I would not give up on him. Like I say, I think he's a very good franchise running back. I think I mean, again, the knock is he can't stay healthy and he don't have a rushing touchdown. That's it, and that's what people are gonna value. Just because you don't have a rushing touchdown, does not mean you're not a great running back. You're not a capable running back. He definitely can do it. He's a 1,000 yard back. Man, for that man have all these many yards and don't have a touchdown, that's
Yeah.
just godly, man. That's just gonna be a knock on him. So I believe the Eagles should hold on to him. I'm telling you, if we can't give him the money that give him the money. I mean, somebody else gonna be out there to pay for a great potential top 15 running back, top 5 running back in the league, or top 10.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would hate to see Miles Sanders go. Anyway, like I don't think that the Eagles will let him go at all. I really don't. But if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I talked to Miles Sanders this offseason. I'm like, look, hey,
Yep.
our plan is to keep you here for a long time, but you have to play him for his productivity this year and what he's done. So if he could work with the Philadelphia Eagles about making what like 8 to 10 per year, I mean, I think that the Philadelphia Eagles would get a great deal. I mean, look, there are some guys that get hurt the first few years and never get hurt again. So I think we just need to pump the brakes on the whole Miles Sanders slander and give him a chance, because if you get rid of Miles Sanders, who is your running back? Who's going to be your every down running back? I mean, what? A Jordan Howard? Uh, a Jordan Howard been bouncing at least 4 or 5 teams already. He
Yep.
can't stay healthy. What, Boston Scott? Well, we saw how that happened at the end of the 2019 season when Boston Scott was trying to carry the Philadelphia Eagles when Sanders was out with injury and stuff like that. So that's not going to work. Gainwell, I mean, you don't know fully what you have in Gainwell to say, hey, let's get rid of Miles and let's run the ball with
Yep.
Gainwell. So I think that Miles Sanders, you know what you have in Miles Sanders. You know what you have in Miles Sanders. If he's willing to work with the Philadelphia Eagles, that's even if they even
Yep.
talking about an extension. If not, then hey, just let him play out next year and see what happened. A lot of running backs, they ball out during their contract year. So let's see if Miles Sanders is one of those running backs that could show up and show out and probably have a bounce back season as far as touchdown wise.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I featured Kenny Gainwell as a kind of like a receiver, a slot receiver type player. That's why I think he's well most known as a running back that can catch out of the backfield. That's a part of the passing game. But I don't think Kenny Gainwell is an every down back like Miles Sanders is. I think Miles Sanders literally, when he's healthy, he can do everything. Run between the tackles, run through the outside, catch the football. He can do just as much, but better than Kenny Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell, you bring him in. Most of the time, you're bringing him in for the passing game. For the passing game, yeah, he can run between a little bit, but he's most as a receiver. Use him as a receiver more. Would you do the runner as a runner? And I'm like I said again, I'm really big on Miles Sanders, man. It's just the part that he does not have a touchdown. He does not stay healthy. That's really the only knock on him, man. A lot of people don't like Miles Sanders, but I mean, I'm big on Miles Sanders. I think he can be a superstar running back when given the opportunity. And like you saw it, man, he had over 700. I forget he had over 760 some yards this year. That's a lot of yards, man. And
it
plus,
is.
he's been hurt a lot. And look at the beginning of the season when he wasn't getting those carries. He would have had 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards, and not one
Yeah.
touchdown. That's crazy.
Yeah, facts. So now look, before we talk about the wide receivers, hey, look, at your team, man, and we completed an interview with Jonathan Gannon for our head coaching position. Me personally, look, Jonathan Gannon could go. They already care about him, hey, uh, being on this team. I feel like with the what's the Broncos head coach at or they got fired.
That was Vic Fangio.
Yeah, look, I think that he would do wonders with the Philadelphia Eagles as a defense of coordinator. So, what do
Yeah.
you how you feel about that?
I think I would like Vic Fangio or Mike Zimmer as a defensive coordinator.
Mike
I would like
Zimmer.
both. Yeah, Mike Zimmer will be an interesting defensive coordinator. And Vic Fangio as well. Vic Fangio as well. I think they will make a lot. They will make a lot of. They will make a lot of good adjustments. And Mike Zimmer is known of being a defensive guru, being a defensive minded coach. So it wouldn't be. I wouldn't mind for the if the Eagles do pick them up, pick one of them up.
Hey, what's going on, AJ? Where was the 150 plus rushing yards? Look, man, AJ, look, I gotta admit, I eat crow whenever I can. You know what I mean? I have to say, I didn't see the Bucks defense stopping the Philadelphia Eagles rushing attack like this. But also didn't help that the play calling did not help the rushing attack either. So I mean, yes, I was wrong. In order for the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Bucks, we had to manage, but we had to run for over 150 something yards because then that means that Tom Brady would be on the sideline. But we'll see, man. It's like, yeah, go Bucks. Carr Smith. Oh man, I think that Carr Smith is in the NFL. I think that's a coach from the NFL. Hey, Carr, hey, are you a coach from the NFL? I don't think so. So I guess, hey, and the same way we're talking about, hey, hey, to keep this guy, to keep that guy, you saying get rid of him. So are you a coach or a GM in the NFL, Carl? If not, then why are you coming at us like that? That's why you guys not NFL coaches, because you can't judge talent. Look, I guess not. Hey, if I was an NFL coach, I would not be on YouTube. So hey, you busted me, Carl. You bust me. But as far as talent wise, I'm tired of seeing the Philadelphia Eagles draft picks. When they leave the Eagles, they go and succeed elsewhere. I'm tired of
Mm-hmm.
seeing that. We are so quick to give up on our own guys that we have no patience with them to train them, to groom them, to raise them and say, hey, this dude been here for 4 or 5 years. Brandon Graham was a late bloomer. Brendan Graham, yo, he balled out his fourth, fifth year. So now none of us remember that. We always like, come on, Brendan Graham, and he balled out because he was a late bloomer. A lot of Philadelphia Eagles players, they don't get enough opportunity. We always have some competition that makes no sense, like the wide receiver core. Why do we still have JJ on this team, Rager on this team, and now we can't see what Hightower had? We can't see what Greg Ward might have been, a better option this year as a third wide receiver. But we're too busy stacking defensive backs, running backs, and quarterbacks that we can never give our own draft picks time. Not every player come to NFL and ball out the first 2 years. Like, give them time.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, hey, I'm telling you, you seen what Jalen Mills was doing with the Patriots. Rasul Douglas was over there doing with the Packers. You seen how he was doing. So again, man, that can come to coaching too, of not giving guys opportunity when they should get the opportunity, and that's what lead players to get frustrated and go somewhere else to get their opportunity. And hey, they'll make the most of their opportunity. So again, I liked it. Travis Fulgham. I thought Fulgham would have been good being on this team, replacing J Jaw, but hey, they didn't give Fulgham the opportunity. But they been gave up on Fulgham because again, you put Alshon Jeffrey in, he hasn't done nothing over a red hot Fulgham. So again, I like the Travis Fulgham to be on this roster, not the practice squad roster. Hightower, you had some questions going in with him, his love for the game of football. I thought Greg Ward was good. He made some good plays for it this year. And going back to last couple of seasons, he made some plays. So again, man, hey, I don't know about this. I don't know about that, but coaches got to get better in developing talent, man. I'm tired of seeing other talent go somewhere else and being used and executed the right way instead of us executing our talent right. That makes it seem like hey, the coach, that's on coaching right there. Coaching got to be able to develop the talent the right way, and like right now, coaches ain't good at doing that, and other coaches they go somewhere else, and other coaches, are developing our talent for us.
Hey man, hey, shout out to AJ, man. I appreciate you. You are my first, man. Hey, you know what they say? You never forget your first, AJ. So you forever will be in my heart, AJ. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Congrats on get monetized, JC. You work really hard again. Congrats. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much, man, for the support and love and the trolling. I know it's all love, man. So that's why I'll try not to take things too seriously. But you talking about freaking Mac Allens. Yo, every
Yep,
time I'm watching the Dolphins play, he's making a big catch. I bet you if they play him every down, he could be one of the best receivers on the Dolphins team. Let's talk about Jordan Hicks. We drafted him.
yep.
We didn't want to play him. He went to the Cardinals and balled out over there. I think Grugin Hill, another linebacker, they were
Yep, he
let
with
go.
Houston. He with us, and he
Yeah,
balling
he
out. He
went to
balled out. He had a
Houston.
great
That's
game.
what I'm saying. We have no patience when it comes down to our own guys. Shout out to Coach Dante, man. Man, what's going on? I appreciate the love, man. Thank you very much for that $1 super chat, man. Appreciate you, man. But and Sidney Jones, he's playing good. I think he's with man, I saw him play all year, man. I've been seeing him make some good plays. I think either in Jacksonville or wherever he at. I'm telling you,
Yeah, he
we
was in
had some good,
Jacksonville. Yeah,
yeah. So we had some good guys that we like. As a matter of fact, Big V, man, he went to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
yep,
We had him on the Philadelphia Eagles, and he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers for like man, playing a high level. I'm telling you right now. So we just don't have no patience with our
yep,
own draft picks. We don't have time to develop them. The Philadelphia Eagles has always been bad in developing talent. Unless you get a bona fide star like Devontae Smith that just came out of college, and this dude look amazing. The toe taps on the sideline. I mean, the exotic catches, the touchdowns that he's making. But he's a developed Alabama wide receiver. A lot of players that come from Alabama are very, very good. So
yep,
besides that, you have to be able to develop talent.
yep.
Hey, what's going on, basketball CPK? Y'all really thought was gonna win, but good game though. Look, man, look. Hey, the only thing I was saying about this is this: the recipe for beating the Bucks was to run the ball. I really thought because we ran on the number one rushing team in the Saints, we ran against the number 4 rushing team in the Broncos, and we demolished them because I guess you could chalk it up to quarterback play on the other team or the coaching. But going against a Tom Brady, I have faith in my team if we was able to run the ball, but we wasn't. I would
Yep.
love to say, what if we ran the ball for 180 yards? Where we would be today? I mean, now, if we were in the ball 180 yards plus and we still lost the game, then yes. But we couldn't even get the running game started. And then and Nick Sirianni could not scheme to get anybody open. So, yeah, I was wrong. Yep, I was wrong. Hurt, Rager, Sanders, JJ all need to go. I agree with the Rager and JJ. Rager, to me, I'm a big fan of raising our draft picks and stuff like that. But on Sunday, when I saw Rager muff that punt, and then on the sideline, and he's showing you exactly how he doing it. Yeah, he's backing up. Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm so done with Jalen Rager. I'm done with him. I don't want him on this team anymore. That is one talent I'm willing to go see if he could do anything else. But to me, Rager mentally, he needs a new change of scenery.
Yep.
It's all up at the end of the day. I watch sports so I can talk trash. Yeah, facts. Yeah, me too, man. Here's JJ. Hey, Tia, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Congratulations. Thank you for the play by play all season long. Appreciate you. Go Birds. And we'll be back stronger than ever next year.
Yep.
Henry, I thought Sidney Jones was at the Jags, but played in Seattle in some trade. Now that I thought that Big V was at the Lions, Rasul played very well in Green Bay. Hey,
Yep.
maybe it's a system. It could be the system. Like we need. Man, I'm just our draft picks, man. We got three of them this upcoming April, and I'm nervous. I am so nervous about our three draft picks this upcoming April. If you are Howie Roseman, coach, what are you doing with the three draft picks this upcoming April?
What I'm doing with the draft picks, first of all, I'm getting me a linebacker. I'm getting me a linebacker. I'm getting me a cornerback to replace Steven Nelson, and you can either get a safety, or you can get two good linebackers, or you can get a cornerback. Either way, doesn't matter. But I will get a I will because you got two picks back to back. And I also on my network, I do draft. Me and my boy Eric, we do draft. We do draft mock draft Monday, sometime mock draft Wednesday. So we are right now scouting college guys that can help out any team. And I know a couple of guys that we can get that will be very, very valuable to this Eagles team. And we know we need linebackers. We know we definitely
Yeah,
probably need a
facts.
linebacker or two linebackers. So you can go either way. You can go two linebackers, two good young linebackers, or you can go cornerback with Steven Nelson, or you can go cornerback, linebacker, and safety. So again, this guy that I from Georgia, N'Kobe Dean, is probably going to be the best linebacker in college football from Georgia. He's pretty good. Or you can go double back with the next pick. You can get Sauce Gardner from Cincinnati, a cornerback that can cover and hit. That can both cover and hit, and you can get a safety. You can get another safety in Daxton Hill, or get Daskin Hill as well. So again, those that's how you can really go the linebacker, corner, and safety. Or if you want to go double linebacker to get you N'Kobe Dean and Christian Harris, two studs. And you can go cornerback. Sauce Gardner will be your guy from Cincinnati because Darryl Stingley Jr. and Booth Jr. from Clemson will be off the board by then. So the next best corner available, you probably will have Sauce Gardner at that time.
Wait, so man, I noticed hey, everybody want the linebacker, the corner, the wide receiver, and safety, or or two linebackers. I believe that we need an edge rusher. We need a Barnett. Barnett is gone after this year because this was his final year. So I mean, if I'm the Eagles, I'm drafting an edge rusher and a linebacker because I feel like corner wise, we got six of them on our team right now. We got Godwin. Remember, Ty Godwin. His name is
Yeah.
McPherson is on there. We have another. We have a few of them that we have not seen yet because they cannot get on the field because of Steven Nelson. So I feel like edge rusher is a very, very big key for us. You saw what happened when Brandon Graham went down. We couldn't get to the quarterback. We couldn't really stop the run in the beginning. But definitely an edge rusher and a stud middle linebacker. But with the third pick, the Philadelphia Eagles with that third first round pick, I personally would trade that pick for possibly a second this year and a first next year. So now next year you have two first round draft picks. If Hurts is not the guy, you could
Yep.
move up and grab your quarterback, or you could just go out on a market and trade for a quarterback. But I would not use all of our first round picks on defense. I will just use two and get rid of another one for another first next year. And then we have at least like the first 3 rounds, 4 rounds, we got at least like 6, 7 picks. I mean, we have some picks this year, so we could do some things. And depends the free agency, right? We have money
Yep.
to spend this year, so depends how we do in free agency. Then hey, we may not need um a linebacker or an edge rusher. Depends who's out there, you know. But we'll see though. A
Yep.
linebacker car. Matter of fact, let me talk about this first. The GOAT was like Todd Bowles shut the run game down and forced Hurts to throw the ball. I like Hurts, but he got to learn how to throw the ball. Yeah, that's the thing that we all
That's the
keep
problem.
saying. He got to
Yep.
learn how to throw the ball. 2 1s for Wilson. Would you even give 2 1s up for Wilson right now
No,
and take
I'm
that
not. I'm not.
$40 million a year?
I'm not. I'm not. I still think Jalen Hurts earns one more year. He needs one more year. You can't keep moving talent, and not and having other people developing your talent that you had. That's not no. And then you probably crush Jalen Hurts' spirit, knowing he got to go somewhere else and sit behind possibly another quarterback or just you just giving up on players. We already seen the moment of giving up on players and having players succeed. We would never have continuity or anything or be consistent in anything. We keep giving up on players, giving up on coaches. We would know why y'all think Pittsburgh is so good. Why y'all think they always in it all the time? Because Mike Tomlin is only 3 head coaches in 30 years that Pittsburgh
Yeah,
has had.
facts.
That's continuity and consistency. So by us moving players and coaches all the time, we can. How can you expect to make it far and be consistent without that? That's no. I'll say Jalen Hurts is still the for me. Jalen Hurts does a good enough job for one more year. Now, if he does the same thing that he did last year, you can talk about
Mhm.
possibly moving him. This is his first good only season, real season. Even though I said you have seen enough, I said you have seen enough of Jalen Hurts to know what he is because he's played 21 games, played 20 games. So you know what he can do, but he just got a lot of stuff he needs to work on right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, facts. Hey, Richie, Wilson is going to be a bidding war. It will take an offensive tackle like Driscoll, Dickerson, 2 first-round picks, and a conditional second round in 2023, which could be a first. Oh, nah, that's too much. That is too much, man. Yeah, hey,
And you
that's
don't
too
want to give
much
up
for
your
Wilson.
future. You don't want to give up. Yes, you don't know how they're gonna. Yes, you're not gonna have. You're not gonna. You can't trade your whole future. Yes, you don't know how the picks are gonna turn out. You don't know that. You don't know how your picks are gonna turn out. Of course you don't. But you don't want to give up your future, man. You don't want to give up 3 first round picks. Nah, that's a lot. I know you're everybody saying when you say in a trade, yes, you know what Russell Wilson is. Russell Wilson is
Yeah.
a superstar type quarterback. Yes, he's an upgrade. Yes, Deshaun Watson is a very much upgrade. Goddamn, who wouldn't want a top 4 quarterback in this league when he's on the field? Who won't want? Who doesn't
Mhm.
want them? But again, man, I mean, is it worth giving up your future for a guy that's not going to play this year? That's not going to do anything until you know his court cases getting solved. Is it worth a guy that is that's probably in his prime right now to give up 2 first round picks for? Nah, you don't want to throw your whole future away. I see if you're one quarterback away. We're not even one quarterback away.
No.
We have a whole lot of holes to fill. So those picks, you can use your future. You
Yeah.
can use to build your future. You're not one quarterback away from making it. With these young wide receivers and a defense that's inconsistent, you're not one quarterback away. You're not Denver. You're not Pittsburgh. You're not those guys that are literally probably one quarterback away from getting to a Super Bowl or getting to a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I mean, look, I believe we were like almost dead last in sacks this year.
Yep.
And 17 games that we played. We played 17 games. And in the year before, we was top 3 in sacks. So we
Mm-hmm.
need a lot of talent. We are one quarterback away, right? One running back away, right? One
Mm-hmm.
wide receiver away, right? One linebacker away, one edge rusher, one safety, one defensive back. You see, we 7 players away. So a quarterback and with that caliber would cripple this franchise for at least a couple years. But Carl, yes, I am from Jersey, man. I am. And where you from, Carl?
I'm not from Jersey. I'm from Houston. I'm straight out of Houston.
Yes, sir. Devontae, bro, Jalen Hurts is hella underrated. The person that really needs to go is Jalen Rager. I agree. His second year and he got us into the playoffs. Recognize him a little bit more. Yeah, look, I really think Look, when we was winning these games, I didn't hear a lot of film was like, man, Hershey's not the guy. When it only happens when we loses. It only happens when we lose a game. So unless we have a perfect season, Hurts will never be the guy. And shout out to everybody that's watching in the chat, man. Please hit that like button, man. Hit that like button for your boy. It goes a long way, a very long way. It triggers the algorithm and send more people to this live stream right now. And also, if you don't know who is my co-host tonight, this is Coach Dante. No, he's from Houston. He's like brand new Philadelphia Eagle fan, and he is still a Houston Texan fan. So he does know a little bit about Deshaun Watson. He's seen him up close and personal about other Deshaun Watson, and he knows it doesn't matter if you have a Deshaun Watson or a Jalen Hurts, unless you have talent on that team, you're
Yep,
not winning.
you're
I
not
believe
winning.
Deshaun Watson was what 4-12 his last year
Yeah.
before everything happened. 4-12, and still not enough talent. You need to build around these
And
quarterbacks in order for them to
that's
succeed.
what people don't understand. You want to say Deshaun Watson is not a winner. Well, go back and look at his first year when he was in the MVP caliber quarterback. I'm gonna say this one time. I got 3 minutes for my podcast, but I want to get this
Okay.
out there. Go back and look at Deshaun Watson's rookie year when he was an MVP type candidate. And through 6 games, he had 20 touchdowns. He had 22, he had 3 rushing total touchdowns. That's 23 touchdowns in 6 games that he played. We were 3-3. He tore his ACL. The Texans don't win another game. So you tell me that's not valuable. That's not valuable to your quarterback. But you want to throw in DeAndre Hopkins too. Don't you need a quarterback to get this guy the ball, get a receiver the ball? You can't negate the quarterback. People want to negate the quarterback. Go back to Will Fuller. What has Will Fuller done since he lost Deshaun Watson? Absolutely nothing. He has done nothing. So that tells you Deshaun Watson makes him better, makes him a better receiver right there. The only thing you got a case for is DeAndre Hopkins. The very next year, he comes back healthy. We make the playoffs. We lose in the first round against the Colts. Very next year, he beats Josh Allen, coming back from 16 points down in a playoff game to play Kansas City. Yes, we lose that game. The very next year, Bill O'Brien trades DeAndre Hopkins. He gets Brandon Cooks. But guess what? 33-7 on a 4-12 team. Those are MVP numbers, right? 33 and
Yeah.
7 interceptions. With any team, any playoff team, that's MVP numbers. So again, and we have the 29th ranked defense. How can you win games with a 29th ranked defense and your GM trading away everybody and you're still productive? You're still a productive. So all that saying Deshaun Watson is not winning games. Deshaun Watson is a leader. He's a motivator in the locker room, and he makes your team better when he gets on the field. The only thing about it, you want to criticize him about his issues off the field. That has nothing to do with he gets on the field. You haven't even heard nothing bad about Deshaun Watson. I'm not making excuses for him, but that there are factual things when you go back and look at Deshaun Watson. He's a very good quarterback. So I just want to say that. And I
All
want to
right,
say
coach.
thank you for having me on, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey, thank you for jumping on, man. Hey, anytime you need me, man, hey, just holler at me, man.
Got
Yo, all right. Hey, look, if any of you out there watching and listening, and if y'all want to come on, look, I will drop the link for y'all. I love having interaction with the Eagle fans, the content creator. So let me know. I'll put the link in the chat. Just click the link. You don't have to show your face. You could just use audio and tell me, like, let me know how you feel about this Philadelphia Eagles team. You know, what do we need to do to improve this team moving forward? A lot of people want a new quarterback. A lot of people want, a like 2, 3 more wide receivers. A lot of people want Nick Sirianni fired. A lot of people want Ganning fired. So this is your opportunity, to voice your opinion. Just let me know. I will put the link in the chat if you want to come on. You don't have to show your face. You could just use audio, and I will listen to you, and everybody else will listen to you. All right, so man, I understand we have picks, but use the picks to have the pieces in place. If Hurts fell, then get the QB. That is the most logic thing to do. You have enough picks to be able to use 2 first-round pick this year, and then trade your other first-round pick. Just trade that pick for next year. And now next year, you still got 2 first-round picks, and you could do whatever you want next year. And who knows how Howie, you know Howie, he's always willing to trade a pick away to get more picks, investment. So, hey, we'll see. Carr, I'm born and raised in West Philly. All right, that's what's up, man. I was born in South Jersey, man, right across the bridge. Nina, JCM here, multitasking right now. Great show. I appreciate you, Nina. Thank you for being a loyal supporter. Thank you very much from the jump. Bill, the running game was the reason why we were winning, not because of Hurts. But you have to understand, even the running backs themselves says when Jalen Hurts is in that quarterback, the running game, the holes are open wider because you have to account for Jalen Hurts running the ball. You have to account for his legs. So even Miles Sanders, he said it himself. When Hurts is in there, the running game, it's a lot easy. He rushed for over 800 yards, almost 800 yards and 10 touchdowns. How is that Jalen Hurts is our run? He is our running game. It starts with him. If he can't run the ball, teams will not respect our running game at all. If he can't run the ball. What's going on, Yepa? How's it going? I'm good, man. I'm good. I've been dropping content on all Eagle content creators stream. Rager for Neil Harry. Both our receivers will go into the third season and are considered bust. Fresh could be yes. Yo, look, I would take that. I would take that trade. I would. Man, I would do that. He had an arm though. Yes, Deshaun Watson had an arm. I agree. But arm could only take you so far without talent around you. Shout out to Tia for $2 super chat. I'm ready to go all in like the Rams. No receiver. We can't go all in like the Rams because, hey, the Rams have a good quarterback that was established. He just could not win in a bad situation. He had no talent. See, that's a perfect example. The Rams got Sam Bradford, and they are winning with him at the quarterback. So, but they were only one quarterback away from being competitive as they are right now. So, Matthew Stafford, I mean, oh man, I'm trying to think of Bradford Stafford. Matthew Stafford. The Rams have Matthew Stafford. And yes, they were one quarterback away. That's a perfect example how the Rams went in all in for a quarterback because that's what they were, one quarterback away. Fans want Calvin Ridley, but it will cost Rager in a second round pick at least. I would do that. I would do that again. I give up Rager and second round pick to get Calvin Ridley. Once again, him and Devontae Smith on the same team with the whole with Jalen Hurts, the Alabama connection, back at it again. I would do that in a heartbeat. I would do that. Ridley put up numbers in the Falcons gym, not stupid. Yeah. Good talk, man. See ya. Hey, later, man. How would you think the Eagles would go if they had Derek Carr? How far? Oh, man. It depends who we put around a Derek Carr. And what are we willing to give up? How many picks? Whatever quarterback we go trade for, we're going to have to give up some picks. Especially, you saw what the Rams gave up. I think they gave up what, 2 firsts just to get rid of Jared Goff to get Matthew Stafford on that team. So it's going to cost a little bit of penny. What's going on, Jenks? Jenks, welcome, Jenks. Hey, I'll be waiting for my jersey, Jenks. Hit me up on my Twitter, Jenks, for my jersey. Hey, I ain't forget, Jenks. Welcome though. Hey, I hope you're doing all right. But yeah, look. I'm about to wrap it up. Yeah, like I said, if y'all want to jump on, just let me know, man. Hey, just let me know. And I would love to hear y'all opinion on this team moving forward. I know the season is over with, but throughout the season, I will have a lot of collabs. I will also do basketball, Sixers and Nets. So not the play-by-play though, but just drop content on the Sixers and the Nets. I mean, who I think is gonna win. I'm from Jersey, so of course I'm a Nets fan. but the Sixers are my second favorite team. And it just happened that I got a lot of Sixer fans. So this is for me to y'all. Let me see. All right, let me jump on. All right, so all right, let me post the link real quick. Let me see right there. And all right, so I just put the link in the chat. So if you want to jump on and just click on it, and you ain't gotta show your face, just show your voice. Jinx, I thought you forgot. No way, Jinx. No, 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 no. How could I forgot my look? Jenks, I like you, man. You've been one of my biggest supporters, and you keep me laughing every single play by play. I would not forget that you owe me my jersey. You and Bird Gang 31. So Bird Gang 31, if you're watching this, if anybody know Bird Gang 31, go tell him that JC Eagles Talk won his jersey. And tell Bird to hit me up on my Twitter. Because I want my jersey. I get put on Friday. I got you. Now, hey, I want you to buy it though. Hey, don't send me no money. I want you to buy it because, like, it'll mean a lot more to me if you buy my jersey and send it to me. You know, I don't need no money for my jersey. I want you to buy it for me, Jakes. I'm not impressed with her throwing ability at all. Look, I understand. All right, Billy. All right, so if we build around Jalen Hurts and give him a number one big body wide receiver, give him a top 5 defense, good linebackers, good edge rushers, a shutdown corner opposite of Slay, how well do you think that this Philadelphia Eagle team can do? Or you still want another quarterback? I mean, were you ever a Hurts fan at all, or a Carson Wentz fan? Because that's a lot of things too that's going on around now too. Because there's a lot of Eagle fans that can never get over Carson Wentz, so we can't stand Jalen Hurts. So we would not give him a chance, but we'll see. But look, we all have our opinions, man. This show right here, this platform is for y'all. This is y'all platform. We could talk about anything y'all want to talk about with the Eagles. I make this platform for the Philadelphia Eagle community and other teams too. Like I said, I love doing collabs and stuff like that. But I am waiting for somebody to jump on here so we could talk about our birds. So, but in the meantime, look, let's talk about our defense, man. Our defense, to me, took a step back this year. I know last year we wanted Jim Shorts gone, the stick defense, but we were top 3 in sacks last year. We were top 3 in sacks, almost 50 sacks last year, almost 50 sacks. What is going on, my guy? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, yeah.
Hey, talk to me, man. Hey, how you feeling, man? The season has wrapped up. What's going through your mind? Are you mad about the way we lost? Or are you even mad that we lost, even though this year we kind of overachieved? Like, how you feeling today?
Man, I feel that this season was like full of ups and downs, like a young team, and I feel that this season we will. Like make
Mm-hmm.
it wild card. Um, like 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Like I ain't see us like winning, but I want to see us be competitive and everything goes. But
Yeah.
there's some things to fix on this team,
Oh,
and
yeah, absolutely.
basically for the game that I seen that there are still some holes like on this team, like still for linebackers, edge rushers, receivers, and also there was some weaknesses on the O line too that I did
Wow,
see.
the O line. Wow. Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, that's interesting because I mean, I think our O line, besides the first couple of weeks, man, they started putting it together. I mean, they started gelling together. That we started running the ball more. But O line. So what weakness on the O line would you fix then? Who is it? Kelsey? Is it right guard? Herbig, I
um,
think.
um, Okay, so like looking back at the game again,
Mhm.
because I watched the game and looking at it, at times our O line was getting beat at times too.
Yeah.
Like I seen it. So like there's some things that like have some replacements. I mean, like have some more depth. Like have
Yeah.
some depth in O line. Like, I mean, like um. So and also, I mean, like we still need some edge rushers.
Yes, facts. Big facts.
And then for linebacker, I mean, I love TJ Edwards, and but man, we gotta fix that. Fix that. Like, I mean, we need some dogs at linebacker. And
Yeah, I agree.
so so with the all season going on, we're gonna need some. Like, I still believe that we need just one more wide receiver. Like,
Yeah, me too.
receiver. Um, for me, like I recommend getting that wide receiver in free agency and not in the draft because there will be a lot of good receivers. There are basically in free agency, like a Allen Robinson,
Yeah.
a Matt Williams, or I mean, or like a
A
Kevin Ridley.
Godwin. A Godwin will be there. Gallup will be there. Ridley will be there. Mike Williams will be there. Even Devontae Adams, he might
Oh,
be there. You
oh,
know, so
hey, Devontae Adams. I mean, let's be real. He would, he would go wherever Aaron Rodgers go.
facts.
So basically, Devontae Adams is basically out the window. Basically, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying
All
how
right,
it is.
so hey, would you give up 3 first-round picks and take and eat up Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams? 3 first-round pick, possibly 4 first-round picks for Green Bay for Aaron Rodgers if he wants to come here. How far would you give up? Because wherever Aaron Rodgers goes, Devontae Adams, I believe, will go with them. So, what would you give up to get in Aaron Rodgers right now at his age?
To be honest, that would never happen. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I see Aaron Rodgers, the team that's already got pieces in place, such as a Denver
Yeah.
Bronco, such as a
Yeah.
Pittsburgh
Oh, yeah.
Steelers. Like them teams will invest in
Yep.
like Aaron Rodgers because they are basically a quarterback away. We are not a
Yep.
quarterback. We got plenty of holes on this team, and and for us to say that we are a quarterback away, that's stupid and that's not. I mean,
So,
it's just keeping it.
so how do you feel about Hurts? Like Jalen Hurts. What would you do with Jalen Hurts? What would be your advice for Jalen Hurts himself if he's on his team moving forward, or what would you do with Jalen Hurts?
Okay, so with Jalen Hurts, okay, if I was front office, like I will. Okay, for me, I'm kind of in the middle with Hurts. Like I'm
Okay.
basically like I understand he's a young quarterback, but godly during the season there was plays that was left that I'd be like, man, this dude wide open. You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him. But I mean, like I'm a fan. So I mean, I'm watching on TV. Like I'm not on the field, basically looking. I mean, basically like him. I mean, basically like one of them. I just looking. So, so just saying. But but in my honest opinion, I don't mind giving him another year.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But there's a
Uh,
but. But
yes, but
uh, if he, all right, so if he's still struggling
mhm,
like, with mid season, you would have to think that okay, he's still not progressing. He's still not doing
mhm,
this and this. There's gonna be a time where us fans will be like, okay, you gotta bench him. But I'm willing to give him that. Like I'm willing to give him a second chance. Like, I'm willing to give him that second chance. So basically, what I would do is I would put the right pieces around him, give him the
mhm.
right receivers, and also if I was Jalen Hurts, I would advise him to go to a QB coach such as like a Jordan Plummer, or I mean, or yeah, I mean Payne Manning still. I mean Payne Manning. I mean, he afraid of
Yeah.
paying, so like he should be getting advice for paying money. Um, so yeah, so like I would recommend him to go to QB camps to fix his progressions and fix his timing because
Hmm.
because like when I look at Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts does not have a new arm. I know that Jalen Hurts does not have a new arm. I know Jalen Hurts can throw the ball. With him, it's just timing,
Yeah.
anticipation, and in the field. You need those. You need those things to be a good quarterback in the NFL. And the way he going, and like the way he's playing, he's gonna end up on. He's gonna end up being a backup. But 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 Jalen Hurts does have a lot of upsides, and
Hmm.
like he have a lot of value. So so I don't mind giving him a second year. And also I know that in the offseason also I know in the offseason that he's gonna work on the things that he got to work on critically.
Yeah. Yep, you know that for a fact because hey, that's how he is. And that's who he is. Like that's who Jalen Hurts is. I mean, he loved to work on things that's wrong with him. And he's a son of a coach. So and you already know his dad is might be on his butt and stuff like that. So hey, we'll
So
see what
definitely.
happens. So hey, you have 3 first round picks. What are you doing with those 3 first round picks?
Okay. The three first round picks. Okay, the first all right, the first thing I want to address will be the linebackers. Over my first pick, I would it's either out of the Kobe Dean or Devin Lord. Uh, um, out of those two guys, those two guys really good. For my second pick, I would have to go corner, and that would be Sauce Gardner from Cincy. And now for the
Okay.
third, now the third pick, you could go either way. You could trade the pick or use the pick. Now, if you use the pick, I have been looking at the center from Iowa. He's pretty good. Tyler, the, like I'm not saying his last name. So
The center from who? Cincinnati.
no, the center from Iowa.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to actually dig into the draft pick. So, but okay. So, you okay? All right. So center, corner, and
corner.
linebacker, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Look, I like it. I like it. You know what? Because well, look, it's going depends. Is
Yeah.
Kelsey coming back? Because Kelsey right now, man, the the plays he put on tape this past season, man, he still got it. He still
Yeah,
got it.
he got it. But also, what if like his career like end up like what if like he end up having having like an injury that basically caused his career. So like you gotta be ready for that. So like you gotta be ready for it. So like you gotta have a replacement ready just in case. So
Okay.
like
So, yeah, go ahead.
so like I mean but there also a plan B that I would use two first round
Plan B.
picks and then trade that additional first for a next year first. So so basically with that, so I'm basically gonna say is that okay, so I'm giving Jalen Hurts this this 1 more year. So if he
Yeah.
fail, fail, then I would have a draft pick for next year's draft to basically move up and basically have me a quarterback ready. But then but then also but then also with picks from this year's draft, you will already have pieces in place to build your team.
Yeah.
And pieces will be there. So basically, the only thing you will have to do next year is basically just get the quarterback. That's it, and you basically sit.
Yeah. All right. So our running back situation. Do you believe in Miles Sanders? And would you entertain extending him this off season? Because this is, I believe this is he's going to his 4th year next year. So this was his 3rd year. So what would you do with Miles Sanders? Because a lot of people want him to be traded because he have a fumbling issues and stuff like that. He can't stay healthy. What would you do with Miles Sanders in our running back a group we have?
Um, Now that one is pretty tricky for me. I mean, because I like Miles Sanders, I love Miles Sanders, but there has been a case of him being injured a lot. So like, so do you think that the front office is basically going to value that and basically look into that and basically say, okay, so we got us an injury prone running back, but what value can we get from him? Basically talking about trades
Mm-hmm.
because Keith Miles Sanders do got some value. So there will be some teams
Yeah.
that some trade picks for Miles Sanders.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So
he still got that home run threat. When
he still,
healthy, he is, one of the top 5 backs in yard per carry. When healthy, he's getting 4 or 5 yards per carry. So,
but like, but then also this, but then also this. So if we were to trade Miles Sanders,
mhm.
then will there be like how like who you believe that would get the start at running back because we don't know if Jordan Howard coming back. We don't know if Jordan Howard coming back too. So we gotta we gotta be careful with this. And also like have some insurance policies from the draft because I have been looking at running backs in the draft and I do
Mhm.
like Brian running back from Alabama. He's pretty good. I like him.
Oh,
And but
okay.
but in my opinion, I'm not trading Miles Sanders.
Yeah. I do want
What's
to
your
answer Ted Cruz question real quick. Who do you think is going first? I haven't really looked at the mock drafts yet, but if I'm because the Jacksonville is on the clock first because they did get the first round pick, so they don't need a quarterback. So I believe that Jacksonville will either go Ed Rusher or a running back.
I'm
Um,
uh,
but then
I'm
they
to be
draft
honest.
a
I
running
mean,
back last year, though.
yeah, yeah, they did. So no. This year, I believe they're going edge rusher this year.
So Thibodeau, then, right?
Yeah, Thibodeau.
The edge rusher from Oregon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, look,
he
that
going
makes
first.
sense to me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he is the best player in the draft, so he going first.
Yeah, good. I mean, let me see. Ego and Sensor. I don't care what we do as long as it benefits the name on the front and not the name on the back. Facts. Hey, look. I mean, we as fans invest emotionally in these players, but at the end of the day, we all Philadelphia Eagle fans, so we should we should cheer for the name that's in the front, not the name that's in the back. So, before I let you go, real quick. So, as far as Rager and JJ, what would you do with those guys, man? What would you do with those guys? So I don't know what to say no more because JJ, he's a second round blocking wide receiver. Rager, he's a second round. I don't know. Watching that Sunday game,
Mm-hmm.
mentally, I'm done with him. But I can't be an emotional fan and to get rid of him because he was a high draft pick. He got drafted for a reason. Maybe he wasn't a number one draft pick, but maybe he should went in third round. If he would have went in the third round, if the Eagles would have drafted Rager in third round, would we or you be upset so far by his play since he's been in the league?
Um, in my opinion, no, I won't be upset. But but the thing with but the thing with Rager that I do be seeing is like I do be seeing lack of effort. I mean, like him on his routes, like he be getting
Yeah.
shut down on his routes, and then that
Yeah.
muff punt for the time of game that sealed the
Woo.
deal for me. So basically, for me, I don't have no comment on Rager. J. no comment because when he dropped that in week 18, I was done. I was like, get him out of here, get him up out of here. He, but I mean, but but then I realized that okay, like these players are humans, so
Yeah,
like
they are.
so I'm thinking to myself, okay, so is we not using Rager the like I feel that we should be using Rager as a Debo Samuel type of role, in my opinion.
But do you think that he got that dog mentality like a Debo Samuels?
Oh no, never mind, no, never mind. Never mind, I lied to myself. No.
Because if you're going to use Rager in a Debo role, he got to have that Debo mentality. And I think they tried that a few times. But maybe it's the play calling that didn't work. But Rager, man, I'm conflicted here. I'm really am conflicted on Jalen Rager. I don't want to give up on him so soon, though. I don't want to give up on him so soon. This is what going to be his third year in the league. So maybe
Yes.
I know he catfished us in training camp with that one hand snag doing training camp. We was like, this is it. This is it. Rager, Smith, Quez, we are set for years. If they could ball like that in training camp, making one hand catch, burning DBs off the line of scrimmage, we are set for years. Silly us.
I mean,
Silly.
like I seen that catch, like I was pressed. But then when the season came around, I said, wherever this was, like where
Yeah.
is that? I don't see nothing. Like he's not producing. And then, a- so I went to the stats, and then I looked at his production versus Krez, and I'm saying to
Mhm.
myself, why Krez is not wide receiver number two? Because Krez outperformed Rager, and Krez barely was getting any snaps like during the
Yep.
season. So, so basically, that was that. Like, I was just done with Rager, but, but I will give him one last chance. So,
Yeah, I mean,
but
Richie was like MC. His third year, his first 2 years was with two different coaching staff, and that's the same thing with Hurst too. All these
yep,
guys right here, like they have not had a set foundation since they came to our organization. We switched, with Doug Pearson, went with Nick Sirianni. Um, Maybe we give Rager a third year. Maybe this off season, just like you said, somebody said earlier, I believe a quarterback coach for Jalen Hurts. Maybe he go to a wide receiver coach or other wide receivers in the league that know how to run proper routes and go X for help. I just don't think that he got that mentality to say, "Hey, I need help. Let me go and get some help." As far as my route running, how to do this. But we saw that from Quez Watkins. He was training with I forgot that dude. He was training with throughout the off season, and he
yep,
took a big step this year. That's why he should have been number two all year long, all year long. But
yep,
Rager was a high draft pick, and Howie Roseman with high draft picks, he want to give him chance after chance after chance after chance until he cut bait with them.
yeah, and with that because Chris, he trained with Kevin Whitley too.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
Kevin,
yeah, that's
but
who he was.
yeah, but with Hurts, I will like instead of me having a young receiver, I would bring in a veteran receiver that who could teach him like, hey, I mean, be quick. I mean, what I'm saying? Be quick on this throw. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Be time on this throw. So, so that's what I would say. Okay, like bring in a veteran wide receiver because that can help Hurts benefit too. So, like,
Yeah,
so, so based on the off season, if so basically in the off season, I would sign Allen Robinson.
I like it. I like that signing. If we could get him, I would love that signing. He remind me of a Alshon Jeffries. So if we get him, that'll be a great fit for the Philadelphia Eagles. He could be that big body wide receiver on the outside. Put Quez in the slot, and then you put Smith on the other side. So yeah, that would be
yeah,
nice.
yeah, and also this because I realized this like with our receivers is that we got all speed receivers, and I kind of like
You
having all speed receivers. Like
do.
I love to have like a speed receiver basically be inside like slot, and then like having like and then having and then have like a big possession catch a receiver.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we thought that JJ was going to be. We thought that JJ would be that big body wide receiver, but it
And we
turned out to be not true.
and but there.
Yeah. So, but hey, man, look,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man, jumping on here, man. Hey, thank you very much. I'll be doing this a lot more as we get closer to the draft. Have fan appreciation nights where I would drop the link and you could come on, just talk to me about the draft, the Philadelphia Eagle rumors signing, it whatever it is. But thank you for jumping on, man, and I hope you have a good night.
I
All right. MC Ted Cruz. Let me see what Ted say. Fun facts. I was an offensive coordinator for my high school football team that I went to. Okay, nice. Yo, look, I want to get into coaching one day. But that's one thing that I think I could do very well. But we'll see what happens. Richie, keep Rager for another year. Yep, already. MC, keep Rager for another year. JJ has to earn the spot in training camp. JJ was good on special teams. The Patriots have a guy named Slater who has been a Pro Bowl type player on special teams. Yeah, I mean, look, he's good in blocking. He's good on special teams, but we didn't draft him to be a special teamer. We drafted him to be a big body wide receiver. So you could put, hey, go get somebody from the practice squad and put on special teams. I think that he's taking up a lot of space. You saw him against the Dallas Cowboys. That was JJ time to shine. That was his time to shine. If he wanted to give us a little hope going into the offseason, us Philadelphia Eagles say, hey, you know what? We do need to give him more targets, more opportunities. But no, that Dallas Cowboy game, he wet the bed. I mean, he's dropping passes, he's dropping end zone. I mean, he's causing penalties. Like I don't know where do you hide JJ at this point? I don't know. Get rid of Mr. Umbrella Man, JJ Arcega Whiteside. Everybody wanted him gone. Yeah. They should offer me a contract for offensive coordinator. Look, hey, I hire you, man. I hire you. Hey, Granddaddy, Eagle and Sensor Podcast. How are you? Okay. Did you enjoy seeing a series of amazing stories? Regular personality is what angers fans. The fact he does not express frustration openly does not do it privately. Rager might have been taught that it's weak to show emotions. Hey, you saw Devontae Smith. You saw Devontae Smith out there. He was getting frustrated on Sunday. He wanted the ball. He wanted the ball. Miles Sanders wanted the ball. He spiked the ball at one point when he ran for like 2-3 yards because these guys, you could tell who has that dog mentality, who wants to be on this team compared who just don't care. What's going on, Miss Bird Gang? Thank you very much for all your support, man. Thank you very much. Your boy is monetized, man. Whew, thank you for that. Uh, what happened to Hightower this year? He couldn't get on the field because one, he wasn't good. I guess on special teams, JJ beat him out. I just don't know. Greg Ward beat him out. I mean, the thing is, we have too many guys in the same position that we can't see their true talent because they cannot have the time to play on the field. They cannot get on the field. Hightower, I don't know. That was his second year. He was supposed to be that speed guy, but Quez Watkins beat him out for the spot, and he just got stuck on the practice squad. But man, I don't know where we go from there. But yeah, so look, man, Thank you very much, everybody, man, that tuned in, man. Please smash that like button for your boy. I will be doing a play-by-play this weekend. Either the Rams versus Bucks game. I think that game is going to be outstanding, or another game. But I will be going live. Hey, just stop by, man. Just stop by. Hey, let's watch the game together. Let's talk it. Let's eat, drink, whatever it is. But look, I appreciate y'all. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button on the road to 2K. Once again, I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Go Birds. I love you all.